about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
They're on 26-yard line.
Into the air right away is Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
To throw, it's Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. Here's Devon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes. Down right there.
He was
brought down there by Taylor Rapp.
1 yard gain.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Now 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for it with Achane. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out.
Well, warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Second and goal from the 1. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
And he will get in to make it 8-0.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Tua going to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 51 yards. And the Dolphins have come back to make it a 2-point game. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, It certainly does not hurt if you hit him with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give him some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Allen will try to throw for it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
14, Dolphins 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it?
Taking it right down Broadway. He's on his way. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14.
Jason Sanders.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the gun, it's Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Josh Allen sacked. A loss of 3 yards. It's second down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he fires deep for Shakir. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Short throw, going to be caught by Waller.
Big strides, look at him go. He may go. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run. Achane. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller from a yard out. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Dolphins 21, Bills 14. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bills.
Now Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Look at the big man rumble. And taken way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
The Bills are lining up for it.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points.
It makes the score Bills 22.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted and it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, the final shot before half. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a toss right side. HN with it.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
153 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Again, it's Achane. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. A second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4.
Here's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37.
It's a gain of
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short.
Brings up 4th and 1.
Tua on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Running right, here's Achane.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane
From 17 yards out.
And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
The Dolphins are lining up for a
Tua going to try and throw for it.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To the air. Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he will. He's brought down at the 41.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bills first down.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's going to air one out. it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, man, it's caught inside the 10.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Allen.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 times.
And got his man complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Up the middle, Achane.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle in the middle.
He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Throwing, Allen.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
3 ticks remain. This is it here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Miami, so long, everybody.
Not headed to the airport for this one. One more day here will suit me just fine.